Hello, class. The class starts by 7 o'clock. This is 7:05, so I'm going to start the class, irrespective of there's anybody or not. Okay, the questions I've not attended to on Telegram. Good evening and welcome to the class. The questions I've not attended to on Telegram. The first question, because I usually pick questions on Telegram, the one we didn't attend to, and the essence of this class is for us to be here so that after attending to the questions, you can further ask questions. Okay, so I'm right here. This is 7:05. Is there a measurement for neem leaves to oil ratio in the production of neem oil you posted some days ago? In the class, at least we are going to go to pest and disease control in the organic. We are going to get to how you use your pest and disease control. So at this place, there are different methods. You learn different methods of using neem leaves or producing the oil. So actually for organic is preventive in nature. When we say preventive, what you prepared is you have to test what you prepare on your plants before you use it on a large surface of plants. So when I don't know the questions you're asking here is for neem leaves to oil. I don't understand the question very well. If the person that has the question were to be here, I would gladly ask for him to put it in the chat box so that I understand it better. So I don't the question, but if you are using neem, there are different methods of producing neem, different method of using neem for the preventive method. Now, is there a measurement for, so I don't understand the question, neem leaves to oil ratio. We are not using neem leaves. There's neem leaves, there's neem oil. So you have to explain which one specifically, what is the question you're asking? I don't understand. I don't really understand the question very well. Now, can component of nursery media you shared on your page be used as media for seedlings? Honestly, the questions you're asking are from my page. You are not following the class. I don't understand if it is my page you want to be asking questions, or you want to follow the class and ask questions according to what we are learning in the class. Honestly, you have to clarify the two, because when you bring things from my page, yes, they are good things. You need to copy the whole whatever I post there, you need to copy it and bring it here, because actually, ask me what I posted. They are scheduled posts. Yes, I did the schedule. Some people are working with me. They did the schedule from what I've posted, from what I've written, but I don't know. I can't cram everything on my page. There are plenty of things on my page. So I don't understand where you bring this up. Can component of nursery media you shared on your page be used? Honestly, unless you bring what I shared completely, then I'll attend to it. When using seedbed nursery, how do you manage transport shock? Transport shock is when you are moving your seedlings and you use nursery bed and you use normal raised bed for it. It means you are not moving it for a long distance. As in, maybe your nursery is at home, you are moving into the farm that is 4 kilometers or 10 kilometers. But you cannot, I don't understand the distance. You can't move it. You can't move from Oyo State. You can't move seedlings. Even if it's in a nursery tray, you can't move seedlings from Oyo State to Ogun State and say you want to go and plant. It's not possible. Most people, like in the northern part of Nigeria, there are people specifically that do the nursery. And those people that do the nursery, what they did is they do the nursery, you buy your seedling nearby, you buy your seedling close to your farm. Even if you are using nursery tray or you are using nursery bed, you cannot move it from one state to another. Yes, you can move it from one village to another, you can move it from one farm to another, from even within the same local government. You move it when there's no sun. You move seedlings when there's no sun. That's why we transplant either late in the evening or very early in the morning. So these are the things you can do. You move when there's no sun, or you move in the evening, and that's how we overcome transplanting shock. I hope some people will join me before. Question from Telegram again. How do you prevent or manage fungal infections on populated bed? Number one, your bed should not be overpopulated. You are planting at, it depends on what you are planting. And again, I will say, you will understand these questions from raised beds. From the raised bed system, you find that on a line, you have 30 centimeter distance between the plants. And within this 30 centimeter distance, maybe depending on the way you arrange your bed. So I don't understand how you make it populated. It's with what I've taught you in raised bed, the beds are not populated. That's the adequate spacing for seedlings that I've taught you if you have not gone through the class of raised bed. But now when you say populated bed, now if you now say, how do you manage fungal infections? You prevent fungi. How do you prevent fungi? Just like when you go to the poultry houses, you see them bringing, when you go to poultry houses, they will not allow you to enter their pen. Or if you want to enter, if you're a visitor they respected and they want you to enter, there's a disinfectant inside the water at the base at the door, you put your leg, they rinse your leg, or you change into their farm boots, or you change, you understand? You don't just, fungi is transmitted through movement, people going up and down, and so many other things. So you cannot just be bringing everybody into your farm because you don't know where they've been to. You don't know where their boots or their shoes or their clothes have been to, which might have carried some infection. So you have to reduce contact with people with your plant. That's number one. Prevention. Now, if you're talking of managing or treating it, it's neem. You use neem oil. Neem oil, most especially, is very good that you have neem oil on your farm. It's good. And also, it's like I told you, it's also used for preventive method. The other alternative is when you use synthetic. And most synthetic, actually, it's good to prevent fungi rather than allowing it to be on your farm. It's better to prevent fungal infection rather than trying to treat it, because by the time you have a fungal infection, it's very viral. It goes viral and it may affect all your plant. That's why we make footpaths between beds so that one bed will not touch the other bed. So when a bed is having infection, you quickly either you destroy the bed or you remove it and burn it so that it will not go to the other farm. And that's why when you are using your farm equipment must be protected, as in your farm equipment must be something that you don't share with anybody, and you wash and clean it after use. You see the way the poultry people take care of their pens and everything, because they see their belts as living things that need to be carefully taken care of. But we crop farmers don't see our plants as living things. So we just use anything. You pick cutlass anywhere, you hang clothes anywhere, you allow visitors come, you start showing them, they walk around your farm. You don't know where they're coming from. You did not disinfect them. So you don't allow it on your farm. How many days dropping from cow will power a 60 kilowatt and 60 watt bulb for a day? No, I don't do. This is not part of the class. This is not part of the biodigester is not part. Biodigester is not part of the. Yes, I know about it very well. I even have a biodigester in my house. I have a biodigester that I built in my house, but no, this is not part of the class. Sorry. Now, question from Telegram again. Is non-sustainable of borehole water for irrigation due to cost of fuel or volume? When you talk of the cost of fuel, please watch the last week video. I discussed about using borehole water, using surface water. I think we discussed it in the last week class. Now, when you talk of volume of, I discussed this in the last previous classes. Now, I'm still going to, these ones I've answered them already in the Telegram, but I will just briefly go over them. Since there's nobody in the class with me, you can watch it later. Now, question from Telegram. With someone with just 3 acres of land, is it advisable to get a farm help? Yes, I've answered that. What's the likely cost of engaging a farm help? I think I've attended to that, but currently, it's not advisable for you to get a 3 acres for a permanent farm workers. No, it's not advisable. It's quite expensive. What's the likely cost of engaging a farm help, the non-Nigerians? It is a Bajaj, a motorcycle Bajaj. And currently, a Bajaj is ₦1 million. A Bajaj is ₦1 million. And you also feed them, you clothe them, you house them, and you take care of their health when there's any issue. Can you get them for somebody? No way, no way, no way. I don't do that. Now, you mentioned planting ogbono tree. Is there hybrid ogbono plant? Yes, there's hybrid ogbono plant. If yes, how long does it take to fruit? It's supposed to be 3. Even the non-hybrid should be 4 years. And hybrid, I think, is maybe 3 years. I'm not too sure. Yes, I planted something called hybrid. Going to 2 years now, but it's not really very encouraging. Yes, not encouraging. Well, it may not be hybrid. Maybe my contact just gave me something else, but not encouraging. Now, what is the water requirement for coconut, and how often must it be water? You need to make sure your soil is always. I've answered all these questions in the Telegram, but I'm just repeating them since there's nobody here and there's no question for me to answer. The soil must be moistened, as in wet. You don't allow it to dry for a very long period. You allow it to be moistened at all time. Regarding the coconut farming cluster, is the market always available? Yes. Regardless of the season and also the quantity? Yes. Coconut water, coconut it sells, coconut shell, they sell very late. And you are going to get a coconut class. Don't be in a hurry. There's a coconut class that explains the market and everything. Yes. Water requirement for the coconut is dependent, on the soil type where you plant. A very loose hold less water than a compacted soil. The most important is keeping your coconut moist and not waterlogged. You can wet twice a week in dry season. I think I've answered this one on the Telegram. Source for land near surface water. I've answered almost all this in the Telegram. Okay, this is last week. So since there's nobody with me here, I guess I'll go off. And if there's any question, please just drop it in the Telegram group. Okay, I'll just